Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to a credits roll. Yay! We've beaten Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. Now, this is actually, I'd say, a long time after I actually beat the game. I had recorded the credits the same night that I beat the game, but, well, I accidentally deleted that video. So, I'm having to re-record the credits. So, while it'll never be as awesome as the one that I recorded then, because, you know, that's how it is. You know, you don't... You'll never see it, so you can't prove otherwise that it wasn't the most awesome thing in the world. So I'm just gonna roll like it was. So, here we are. We're done with Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. The first half of the Warcraft 3 game set, the second being Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne, and we have been introduced to a lot of interesting characters. We will continue on when we're ready to start the Frozen Throne, and we will basically finish up the game. I have talked about I'm not going to jump right into the Frozen Throne, and I am not. There will not be any Frozen Throne videos for a little while. The next game I'm going to be putting in, I have decided what I'm going to do, and you'll basically know it when I upload the first video. Test videos have been very, very promising for recording it. So, yeah. So, with that out of the way, let's basically talk a little bit about Warcraft 3 and why I think you should play it, even though you've watched me play it. Reason number one, it's a really good game. And really, that's the only reason that matters. Now, for example, some people might disagree that it's better than StarCraft, but I personally think it's more fun than StarCraft, but that's partially because I'm more of a fan of, like, say, fantasy than sci-fi, and partially because I spent so much time playing this game online. I never really...
Ambush! Run for your life!
Never really got into StarCraft Online. I beat. I didn't play StarCraft until about a year after Brood War came out. I sat down and I beat all the single player missions, and I was so bad at the game that I never really did anything online. So, here comes Warcraft 3. It's a new game that everyone has to learn. And I sat down and I learned it, and I got pretty good. Now, I was never able to get in the equivalent of, I'd probably say, StarCraft 2's Master League that they got going on. I was never able to get in that good, but, you know, I did pretty well, I think. So, you know, take my word for it or don't. I am kind of biased towards Warcraft. Although I will say that my score, my 1 out of 10, you know, score for the game has actually lowered as the years went by. When the game first came out, about the time that Frozen Throne was about to hit the shelves, this game was a definite 10 out of 10 in my book. Nowadays, I'd only say it's about an 8. 7.5, maybe. I don't know what's necessarily changed for me. It might be that I have pretty much done everything that this game has to offer. I've beaten it on hard. I've seen every Easter egg that the internet knows about. I've played this game for hundreds of hours online in the past, and I've spent more time than I care to admit playing custom maps.
Tremble, mortals, and despair. Doom has
That might
come
have something to
this
do with it.
world.
You know, just general, lack of just general playing too much. Because one thing I noticed while practicing this, I cannot play this game for as long a period as I used to play. But it's still a really great game, and it is definitely something you should at least read the story about if you are big into World of Warcraft lore, because this game sets up the first 3 expansions. Well, the original game and the first 2 expansions. Yeah, the first 2 expansions. There's really not much left to say. I mean, I've made my opinion on this game pretty clear. I had lots of fun recording it. I don't think that my level of play was as high as it could have been during this LP, but that's to be expected. Like I said, I haven't picked the game up in way too many years. I will say one thing: this credit sequence goes on way too long. I mean, it's just way too long. But because I'm running out of things to talk about. But like I said, my level of play was probably pretty low. But that's because my general opinion on a Let's Play should be either there's you shouldn't on a game of skill like this. Now, in something like an RPG, you should be prepared enough to where you're not wandering around like a chicken with your head cut off. Now, if you're playing something like, say, Resident Evil in a run to where, and it's not blind, you should also do the same thing. You should be at least familiar enough with the game where you know how to go from point A to point B in a relatively
And this one time at Bandit Camp?
And I think I at least demonstrated that amount of aptitude, because there was no way I could ever, in a reasonable amount of time, get as good as I was originally. So...
I can see clearly now. The rain has gone.
That was incredibly random, Warcraft. Thank you. This right here looks to be a Blood Bowl. Kind of, I guess, tribute. Because for those of you who don't know, Warhammer came first. Dub Bears. But yeah, Warhammer came first. And then Warcraft borrowed from Warhammer and Warhammer 40k for Warcraft and StarCraft. Like I said, this credit sequence is way too long. This right here is, I think, a little extra scene you get for beating the game on hard. Otherwise, it ends after the Blood Bowl thing. What I always found funny about this scene is the fact that somebody actually spent time and resources on making a Marine Hydralisk, a Zergling, and a... Oh gosh, what is the name of that unit called? The flamethrower guys from StarCraft. I cannot remember their names. Huh. That's going to bug me for a little while. Anyway, that ends Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. We're back at the title screen now, where we have started. All good things must come to an end, and as such, I deem this one ended.